you're not achieving your goals and living the life you want because you don't even believe that's possible for yourself. So why would the universe give all that to someone who doesn't even think they deserve it? And yes, this is the first time I'm using an external mic because this topic is serious. This was my issue for probably 23 years out of my 24 years of life. I never truly believed that I was capable or deserving of success, of achieving my dreams. I would literally burn myself out every single week because I thought that's what it meant to gain success, to earn success. And after all that work, I still never felt enough and I still never reached my goals. This overwork showed literally in every aspect of my life, but it just was not, I was not clocking it. One of the greatest lessons I've learned for every aspect of life, whether you're trying to achieve something, whether you are trying to get in your ideal relationship, whether you are trying to get your dream job, get your dream house, whatever it is, I learned that your external world is the effect and your internal world is the cause. So what you feel internally is causing the external world to shift, to reflect your inner world and give you your dreams. This rewired my brain because you can't expect to change an effect with an effect. That just doesn't work. So you can't change your external world, your situation, your relationship, your career by acting differently. You can try like I was and still not see results because internally you don't believe or think that you can achieve those results. You need to think differently, feel differently, believe differently in order for your life to externally look different. When you feel differently and believe differently internally, you start to move differently. You start to act differently and actually believe that you are that different person. Because you can go to the gym and want to get fit all you want, but if you don't feel healthy, then most likely you'll go to the gym for a week, still not feel healthy, and then make terrible decisions the next week, like eating fast food every day, never going to the gym, never moving your body, etc. because you don't believe that you are that fit person. I have a couple of tricks that help me kind of embody and mentally feel this ideal emotional state that I'm trying to achieve. And sorry if this isn't for you, but they are mostly meditations, so either learn to love meditations or kind of take these tricks and twist them into ways that work for you. The first is a visualization of imagining your friends, your family, your partner all congratulating you on achieving what it is that you're looking for. Say you just got that dream job, that dream relationship, the dream house, and your loved ones are all coming together and celebrating you. Think about how that would make you feel. Would you feel proud? Would you feel excited? Would you feel happy, peace? Just feel those emotions and believe that you actually have them. If you want something more guided because you can't sit in silence and imagine these things on your own, Your Ideal Life on YouTube is great because it kind of does exactly what I said. It asks you to feel those emotions. It asks you to think about your ideal circumstances. If you like to read and are more of a learn by read, then I couldn't recommend Joe Dispenza's books more. Becoming Supernatural and Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And yes, there is a meditation in it that I have been doing every single morning. I saw a quote and it said that you should talk to yourself as if you were your own coach, not as if you were like your own competitor or hater, but as if you were your own coach to kind of motivate you and like push you forward in a good way. I think a large part of our need and our trigger to have these broken beliefs in ourselves and in our dreams is in large part to society. The societal narrative of minimizing our dreams, of kind of downplaying what we're proud of, what we've accomplished. We started getting told when we were younger that these dreams of becoming an astronaut, an athlete, a singer, whatever it is, are unrealistic, and that you should try to aim for something that's less, that's more attainable. And I think that we've just accepted that belief for the rest of our lives. But what I don't understand is who says that it's unrealistic? Why are we believing that these dreams are unrealistic? People are becoming these things every year. And if they can, then what's stopping you? Because if you strip it back and think about these people, they are at the core just like us, regular people. So if they can achieve it, then why can't we? And it's because of our beliefs, or lack thereof, of ourselves, our talents, our skills, our ability. You don't feel like you can achieve these things, so you either never try and live your life regretting that, or you quit too soon because you know that you're not going to achieve it. So if you don't get that goal in a week or a month, which, by the way, since you know that you're not going to achieve it, you go at it half-assed. You don't give it your all, because why would you? You're not going to achieve it anyway. You quit too early and you don't even give yourself a chance to accomplish these things. Everyone said that, and I don't know the exact year when this happened, but everyone said, scientists, society, people in the field of running, said that a 4-minute mile, under a 4-minute mile, was impossible to achieve. 4-minute mile was like the wall, and you were not getting under 4 minutes. But once Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile, since then, thousands of runners have ran underneath a 4-minute mile. It was because they saw that it was possible that they realized they could achieve it and push themselves to get less than a 4-minute mile. Now, under 4-minute mile is almost routine. We tell ourselves this narrative to keep us boxed in and to make excuses for ourselves as to why we can't accomplish things. But once we start to see others accomplishing the things we want, we can envision that life for ourselves. You just need to start expecting that the best case scenario and the dream outcome will happen for you. I've touched on this briefly, but another thing that keeps people away from their dreams, away from their desires, is the dip, which is the challenging period between starting something and achieving this mastery, achieving the outcome. It's a period of difficulty that separates those who actually achieve the results and those who quit. This dip could come from boredom, lack of results, impatience. It took Quentin Tarantino 8 years of trying and failing before the movie Reservoir Dogs came about and took off. Stephen King's Carrie was rejected from 30 publishers before it finally got picked up and became a best-selling hit, and obviously the movie we all know and maybe only some love. John M. Chu, who is now the director of Crazy Rich Asians and Wicked, which are both insanely huge movies, was left jobless for 5 years after graduating. You need to persist, because at some point you will achieve the results you want. It may not come in a week or a year or 2 years or 5 years, but if you believe that it will come, it will. The universe just works on its own timeline, so anything that you can envision for yourself, it will happen, but most likely not in the way that you think it will. Just believe so much in your dream that you can't even fathom it not happening. The issue is that people struggle to believe in themselves so much that they quit before they even are given a chance or an opportunity, because of this self-confirming bias, because they already start out thinking that they're not going to believe it. So when things don't go their way immediately, they take it as a sign of rejection and quit, and therefore obviously don't achieve it. All of this is to say that you need to be so delusional in your thinking of achieving your goal that you actually start to think that it's impossible to not achieve it. I know it's hard, but you need to just start placing so much trust in yourself that no matter what the circumstances, no matter how many times you get rejected, how many failures you have, that you will eventually get to where you want to be. Because these failures, these redirections, are actually teaching you more valuable lessons that will get you where you want to be. Most of these successful people today and throughout history didn't get to where they are by believing in the ordinary, by believing in society's narrative for us. They challenge that belief and push past it to achieve the impossible. So if they can do it, why can't you?